Morning guys, it's 5:20 on a Monday the 15th of August. I'm having breakfast at home today. Normally I have it at work, but I've got clients at 6, 7 and 8, so I need it first thing. Normally what I have in the morning for breakfast is porridge with whey protein scoop, and I normally add something like this, like what's this one, peanut butter with sort of sunflower, pumpkin and flax seeds. I find that nut butters always add up the calories, so if you need a lot of calories in the diet, bang in some butters and you'll find that you add your calories up pretty quickly. It's max out day today. I've got snatch, clean and jerk and front squat I believe, so we'll see how it goes a bit later on. Made a big batch of chili con carne yesterday, so I'm going to have that pre-workout now. Loads of cheese, forgot the rice though, so I have this and then train in about half hour. So I wanted to run through the foam rolling with you. As I mentioned earlier at the start, I felt really tight that day, so I decided to spend a bit of time foam rolling. Normally when I roll before training, I don't do a big foam rolling session, i.e. At the end of training, what I like to do is foam roll and spend a good 20-30 minutes rolling, make sure I hold on all the trigger points. But before training, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bruise my muscles too badly. I just want a quick roll through. So you see what I'm doing right now is I'm rolling my feet. I do have flat feet, so I tend to get quite tight soles, and I find that if I foam roll them, or I'm using a hockey ball for this, it really loosens them up and helps move on. So I'm doing my calves now. I generally just a quick roll through with this as well. When I do my calves, I try and work around the front and the side. Because of my flat feet, I often get a pain in my perineals, which is the muscle down the side of your ankle, as you just see me rolling now, and it still causing me jip now. So I'm going to make sure when I get a massage tomorrow, which I try and get done once a week, I'm going to make sure she works on those and loosens those up, as it does become rather debilitating when you're front squatting and cleaning, and you'll notice in some of my jerks later, my back foot goes really wonky as a jerk, so no doubt that's related to my perineals. So loosening my glutes now. The ball is great for getting right in there, really good trigger point, does loosen up, it feels wonderful. Again, at the end of the session, or even later in the day or later in the week, I do try and spend a good 10-20 minutes rolling properly and holding on there for a lot longer. It's amazing, if you suffer with your squats, your tightness at the bottom, if your knees pull in at the bottom of the squat, or you find it difficult getting low, or even if you get lower back pain, sometimes just rolling your glutes can fix that problem straight away. And by crossing the foot over, it really stretches the glute so I can get into it deeper. So moving on to the foam roller, this foam roller is not as hard as it once was. The foam rollers come with different thicknesses and rigidities. So at the moment, this is a fairly hard one. What I do is work my quads. So I work both the front and the sides of my T-band, TFL, and then I do my groin as well. So I'm just turning it around so you can see. So I roll the front of my quad. Again, just a quick flush through. Don't hold it too long on any trigger points. We're doing my groin now, moving backwards and forwards about 5 to 10 times. Then move on to my vastus lat. So that's the side of my quad. And that's probably one of the most painful pieces for me. I bend the leg just to really open up the muscle and help increase the stretch. So I do both legs, and then I move on to, so basically bottom up I should say. So I do my glutes, feet, calves, ankles, and then my quads. This is my favourite by far. This is when I roll my back. As soon as I do this, I get loads and loads of clicks down my spine. It feels amazing. I incorporate this to really improve my thoracic extension, and by holding the plate now above my head, it really forces my spine into extension, dropping the hips, and just really enjoying the stretch. It's such a wonderful stretch, and I encourage you to try it and give it a go. So just done a bit of foam rolling. I feel so tight today, glutes feel tight, legs feel tight. I was meant to foam roll yesterday, I just really didn't get round to it, and making excuses, just couldn't be bothered, so paying the price today. Just had a coffee again, so have that kick in, about to warm up, and we'll see how it goes. I think the body often lies to you. Sometimes you feel good and you lift shit, and sometimes you feel shit and you lift really good. So just because I feel a bit ropey today, I'm not gonna, waste the session already and tell myself I'm gonna lift crap. We'll see how it goes as we begin lifting. Snatch session. I went big jump from 100 straight to 110. So like the clean jerk the other day, I thought I'd give it a go. It didn't look particularly bad, but it just felt really heavy just on the left hand side for some reason. I've been having a bit of a jip with my left hand shoulder, so I don't know whether that's something to do with it. Got the 110, the 115 was just so slow. It felt so heavy coming off the floor. You know when you're tired, when you get to the second pull and just as it hit the hips, it doesn't really accelerate at all, so you just sort of hit and just fall under it. So that's when the weight just sort of lands on top of you. You know you're going to miss the lift. You know you want to make sure you're pulling yourself under it rather than just pulling it and free falling under it. So I missed all three of them, as you see. Got to do a clean and jerk now. The 94s, which is 85% of my snatch. Did 6 singles of that. Missed the first one. I think I was just in the habit of missing it by that point. So I did it again straight away. Done 6 successful reps, and they got faster and better as I went along. So that's normally a bit of potentiation. So normally when you lift heavy and you lift light again after, you always find that it feels better. So clean jerk now, I'll work up to wherever I can manage for the day. I'd be happy if I get around 135, and we'll just lift up and get going. On to clean and jerk. Started with 120 kilos, obviously after warm-ups beforehand. Yeah, following on from the snatch, I knew it wasn't going to be a good clean and jerk session. I felt really tired again from the snatch, especially after missing that 115 3 times. It kind of took it out of me. So I done a 120, went straight to 130, which looks okay on camera, but if you could feel it, it really didn't feel okay. Another good indication of tired legs is a poor dip in the jerk. So if you have a look, very sort of sluggish to accelerate and poor landing. At that point, I was very tempted to continue and go until 135. I probably could have pulled it out of the bag, but again, I didn't want to get in the habit of doubting myself. You know, I've always found from experience, if you doubt it, you're probably going to miss it, so there was no point. So I took the decision and went straight to my back off sets, which is 4 singles at 85%, leaving me at 111 kilos. And again, you know, every single one of those jerks felt a bit forward, felt a bit heavy coming off the chest. So I think it's an indication that after last week's maxing out, hitting 140 twice, which was only 2 kilos away from my PB, and hitting, you know, above 113, 115 and 116 multiple times, you know, I'm getting a bit tired. Celia likes to make an appearance in all my videos, so as she just realised she walked in front of the camera and she ran back, bless her. So yeah, tomorrow light day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.